Hey tubers and girls, Donovan, and today I'm going to be doing my Season 1, Mack Season 1, Episode 3, review. So, yeah, let's get started. So, first thing we see of Andi, she's at the breakfast table, she's eating breakfast, and then Andi calls Celia grandmother, though Celia's not really comfortable with that, and she doesn't want to be called grandma for obvious reasons. And then Bex comes home. She brings home toaster tarts, and Andi really wants to have one. Though Celia's like, no, they're unhealthy for you. And then yeah. And then Bex announces that she got a job. Though Celia is really not really. She is confused on how Bex got a job. Though she said, I have connections. I just got a job at somewhere. And then yeah, after that we see Bex. She basically is working for someone who she used to babysit. And then um she has to work at like this clothing or makeup store or something like that. I don't know what it is. And then next thing we see Buffy and Cyrus are at gym class, and Cyrus is not really doing anything. He's just standing frozen like this. And Buffy is just basically, she just loves sports, and, she's probably the best in the class. So the coach asked her if she wants to join the track team, and she says yes, for obvious reasons. And then, sorry, I'm trying to remember. So Bex picks Andi up, and she asks Andi if she wants to watch a scary movie called Shh. And Andi is kind of hesitant because it's a scary movie. And so she's like, well, what did Celia say? And she said, and she basically, she hasn't asked Celia yet, though she wants to. So, yeah, then Bex goes to ask Celia if they can watch the movie or something like that. And then, though Celia says no, it's too scary for Andi. Andi will probably be traumatized if she sees this. And Bex is is really peeved off about it because she just wants to show Andi this movie. Though Bex does it behind Celia's back, and so Bex says, if things get scary, I'll be right there with you. Though, as it turns out, Bex falls asleep during the movie, and Andi is left awake, scared for life. And then, yeah. And now Andi is just really just having, basically, she's just now just afraid that someone is going to try to kill her or something like that. So, next day at school, Andi is just really tired and all that, and just traumatized about the movie. And so her friends are asking, what happened? Are you okay? And she basically says how she's really upset because she feels like Bex is more like a sibling than a mom. And that's how Andi feels. So then the teacher comes in, Andi falls asleep, and she has to go to detention. after school in the library. And so yeah. Then basically next thing we see, um, Buffy, she basically is on track team, is basically just outshining everyone. And then the coach says, no, you're doing it wrong. Like, it's a team. Because apparently she didn't tag the other teammate on her team. So, and then the coach is like really upset about that. And then Sarah says, I think she basically gets kicked off or like she has to go home for a day or something like that. I think something like that. I don't remember though. I think that's what happens though. And Cyrus asks, why is this important to you? And she says, because, it's what she's really passionate about. She loves that feeling she gets when she's playing sports and doing stuff like that. And so yeah, I can really understand that. Like, no, I mean, I don't do sports though. I can understand her like wanting to be the best, cause certain things I want to be the best at, and I'm competitive a lot of the times. Sometimes. And then Andi goes to detention. She's at the library, and the librarian she's scared of because she thinks the librarian is a psychopathic person that she saw in the movie, and she's just really freaked out about this. And then next scene we see Bex and Celia are arguing. Like, Celia's like, "Why did you show Andi in this movie? You weren't supposed to." And Bex is like, she has to grow up. She has to toughen up. Like, she can't live in this bubble and be sheltered her whole life. She has to experience things. And then, basically, Andi thinks that, in a way, they're kind of saying, like, which mom do you prefer? And Andi's like, no, you two are the adults. You two figure this out. And so, yeah, she leaves. And then the next day, Buffy is basically doing it the right way. Those doing the sport the right way. And so yeah, and Buffy the slayed that whole scene. Like, honestly, like, that's like impressive because like I just think Buffy slayed that scene, honestly. And I don't know, I just really like that because it got me to like her character a lot. So yeah. And then next we see Andi. She goes to Bex and says, like, you were right. I do need to toughen up. I do need to be more, have a tougher like way, sort of. Not be so like freaked out over everything. And then basically, Bex is like, I think doing laundry or something, and then they see this bikini that Celia used to wear and still wears, I think. I'm not really sure, though. I think she still wears it. And then they're just really shocked. And then, so I think Celia and Bex, like, they, I think they do say their apologies. I mean, they don't make up 100%, like, with the whole situation that's going right now for this kind of argument that they had. They sort of made up, though they're still kind of mad at each other, which we'll get into later episodes, and we'll find out why. And basically, so then the episode ends with, like, Andi, she basically sees a picture of this guy, and she's like, is this my dad? And then that's how the episode pretty much ends. So overall, I really enjoyed this episode. This was a pretty good episode with a lot of plot, with a plot twist, like, shocking, that literally had me in stitches when I saw that for the first time. I was like, oh my gosh, are we actually gonna find out who that is? And then I'm like, and then also the life lessons about how, you know, to not be so freaked out over everything, to have a tougher skin, and that if you're on a team, to do it the right way and not be like so super competitive and outshine everyone. And then it also got me to love Buffy's character a lot. And just got me to love all the characters a lot. So overall, I rate this episode, I'd say about a 9.2. 9.2. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna rate this. I'll rate it a 9.2. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section below. And, just give me your thoughts about the episode. It's basically it. Peace, love, and happiness. Bye, YouTube.